sisters are saying they would have handled it differently. Well, I mean, I just didn't. That black people are losing their minds about that, and I'm just like, I mean, whatever, man. It just doesn't seem like a big deal to me, man. Doesn't seem like something a race would lose their heads over. Um, like a race where people get killed all the fucking time. Like the fact that she lives around there is the best thing she ever did for her kid.
I was really hoping she was going to say, well, his name was Monquavius, so
Yeah, his name is Jamarquavius Gooch for your information. Yeah, man. Salute to Cyrus, man. 209. Make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel, man. Let me get into some of these mass shootings. Salute to hold on. Yeah, let me get into some of these mass shootings now, man. We got a lot of mass shootings to get into, man. At last check, we had 3 more. Well, we had 4 more since Allen. And the Allen shooter is the white supremacist. Salute to Doug G. He says, bicyclist, God help. He should just go around the car, but not bicyclists. They believe it's their world and everyone else just lives here. Yeah, they're fucking crazy, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, I want to show y'all. Oh yeah, here one more blackity black privilege joint, man. Black privilege was actually kind of trending today because people are starting to say that black people have black privilege um, on airplanes. They're just saying
Oh
on
yeah,
airplanes.
them niggas be wildin'.
Yeah.
Understand that we're all are waiting, but I understand. Well, that's not how I work. I make the rules as I go. Well, I make the rules as I go. I don't know about you, but I do. Well, I break them. Guess what? And I'm breaking them right now too. Excuse me. Oh my God! Hey, boss.
Hey, we got a hostile one back here.
Yes, we do.
He is too. He's knocking people over.
Don't be rude to me, because one thing I can do is be rude back to you. It's what I can be.
Oh, let's just take it.
Oh,
I am, but I'm just saying, she's talking I'm hostile, but I can be rude as well. I didn't push no damn body. You want to stand in the way like you're a bodyguard, I moved you out my way. It's what I did.
trans gentleman.
yeah, I mean, you can't even fucking tell, honestly. That
The
could be a
trans
sister,
gentleman.
that could be a brother,
That
that could
could
be...
be-
Nah,
that could be
that's a gay
female.
nigga. That's
You
a gay
think so?
nigga.
You think
It's a gay
so?
nigga. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like you can look at the chest, man.
His chest.
You can see the
Yeah.
chest.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Gay niggas be like they like try. I don't know. They try and substitute fat stomach for titties or some shit.
Yeah,
They be shaped that way,
yeah, that's a whole biological, man.
like inverted chest, big stomach.
Yeah, man. And black privilege was trending today though. It was trending a little bit on online. Like let me go home. Let me go to the home page. I hate the fact that oh okay, this is Twitter's new layout. Okay, you can't get rid of this side thing, right?
I'm not sure on the desktop.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that side thing. So black privilege is trending today. They was writing articles about it and shit. Look at it says this woman posted this a week ago. Her count is still active. If anyone said the exact same thing about black people, their account would have been long suspended, even with the new ownership. This is another example of many of black privilege. So she says, when I say I hate white people, I really hate. I try to tell y'all that, man. I think y'all just I don't know whether what is it? What do you think it is, Hot Black? Why bladders don't want to believe that? What is the
just wired different, I think, ultimately. For it takes a lot to overcome that. You see so many comments of people like, how could you say that, and if you said the same thing with about you're saying about white people, about black people, it would be racist. How could you be so who's the real racist? Like, yeah, them. They fucking hate you. Like you see it over and over again. You don't. Your response every time is to question it. Like, how could it be? Well, it's fucking there in front of you. So it's time to wake up and feel the sun on your shoulders.
Now look at this girl who responded to it. This girl said,
"Me and you both, sis."
Something about them existing don't sit right with me.
Wow.
Yeah, but you see, if you go on TikTok, you see white girls saying the same thing
About white men. Yeah, they do.
No, yeah, they're saying that. Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Christy, man. Christy coming through, man. Christy, man, y'all let Christy be the GOAT. Nobody's challenging Christy for the GOAT title, man. Nobody. I see everybody just like Christy's the GOAT, man. Christy's the GOAT, man. She took the GOAT from Jimmy, and no one's challenged her for it, man. Shout out to Christy Webster, man. The GOAT, man. Michael Babe Ruth Jordan, man. She says, I wish the little boy would say, I can't say his real name, so we just call him Monkey. I can't pronounce Jamarquavius Shantarius III. Yeah, man, it's the sister fault for giving their sons them crazy ass names, man. Yeah, man, they fucking hate you, white people. I told you, sisters and black men, we kind of hate y'all, but sisters, oh my God, they hate every fiber of your body, man.
Do you remember that sister that stood up and gave a whole sermon about how Yaqub created white people and shit on a Spirit Airlines flight?
Mm-hmm.
This was like back during the pandemic.
Yeah. Think about this. Look, this woman says, imagine a white person saying this. Well, listen, Dr. Umar has jumped the shark, man. He's mainstream now. Remember, he was just a niche black thing?
Yeah.
He's mainstream.
Half you coons are no good for the race. Black men with white women, get off the live right now. Black man with a white woman, I don't want you on my live feed no more. You sleep with the enemy, get off my live right now. Black woman with a white man, get off my live right now. That's right, get off my live. All Snow Bunny, get off the damn live. Snow Bunny virus, get off the damn live right now. We talking African nationalism. We talking revolutionary Pan-African nationalism. Get your ass off the live. Black power, this is for unapologetically Africans only. If you ain't Pan-African, get off the damn live.
Now, for the record, this man does not have a black wife. He does not have the picture of
He got a baby mama.
His black wife and the 2.5 kids and the black dog. He's single as a motherfucker, and he just, you know what I'm saying? It's like you would think a guy like this would have the, the little photo, where you just sit, you got your wife she's right here, you're right here, the kids are right there, and they're all wearing sweaters and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see he's advocating for polygyny now. Like he's advocating for black men to double up. And
double up.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
in an interview.
Progeny enough.
In an interview.
Something must be done.
They said this is black privilege, more black privilege.
Shit, he's just stealing medication. Can I get a pharmacy, please? Can I get a pharmacy? Oh my God, I'm going to just stealing that shit.
Just walked back there. He just walked out. He's walking.
With codeine? Is that what that was? He just had a whole bunch of like syrup or.
Yeah, he just walked out. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, yeah, this is my world. My world, you just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Oh my God, I'm going to just stealing that shit.
And if he gets caught and prosecuted, they'll throw it out. Rochester man given 180 days in jail for raping girls. Yeah, I did this video. The victims were between 4 and 9 years old at the time. There's no moving on or getting over it, one said in court. Barnett he said this Capitol rider got 46.
Wait a minute, 180 days?
6 months.
I know. I'm like going, what?
Yeah, man, it been like that, man. Listen, man. But here's the thing. Here's what I'll be talking about. A fucking pasty lib or some sister could full throat it with her chest back in fucking the company of a fucking million. She could be in a stadium and get on the loudspeaker and say, black men routinely get stiffer sentences than white people for the same crime. The Christian justice system and we know it's Republicans in there. We know it's conservatives in there. And not one of them will say, hey, man, wait a second. That's not true. You're going to get your ass kicked in fucking November 2024. Because we all know that's true. No one would say a word if a sister said that. They always locking our sons up way more than that. If white people get away with everything, when we in the criminal justice system, we get locked up for more time than. And no one would say a word. No one would groan. No one would sigh. Some people might roll their eyes because you could roll your eyes without getting attention on you. But if the camera was on them, no one would roll their eyes.
Nobody would pipe up and say, second to Sunman sisters, nobody has a, more per capita violent crime rate than you do.
Yep. For anyone still claiming white privilege and guilt, I shall absolve you of that notion, as here we clearly see a black family owning black slaves. Well, yeah, I mean, we did that the other day. Black families own black slaves all throughout the South.
I saw a video. You know Don Peebles? You know who he is? He's like a very, very wealthy black real estate guy. Super, they call him like the Black Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's driving like a Rolls and all this other stuff. And damn if he doesn't have the whitest wife I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, that's part of the package, man, with successful black men. That's part of the package, man. It just is. I mean, like it is. I've noticed that through my whole life. I think that white women are nicer and easier to get along with for black men. Now,
think?
for a glider, that might not be true.
Yeah,
listen,
true.
Gliders, because they kill their wives all the time. So, and the whole cops show was based on white dudes beating the shit out of their women. Listen, I get that. But for black men, because of the dynamic difference between gliders and sons, I think glider women, like if I was to not be with my wife anymore, I think I would be open to dating a white woman. Because the white women that I meet, they just have a different, they're different, man.
They're nicer, yeah.
They're nicer, man.
They're not going to hit you with hot grits either.
Yeah, they're nicer, man. They're nicer, man. And
yeah.
Listen, if we could say black men got bigger penises and shit, and that just be said, white women are nicer. If we could say black women got bigger bodies, bigger.
And I mean, on average, I would say they're like, I'll say that there's like more average white girls, but it's like either the sister, she's like fine or she's busted. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get that in between, in my opinion.
I know what you're saying. I feel you.
Yeah, white girls are like, even if you just go to a McDonald's, like I just said the other day, like if you go to a black McDonald's, it's just different, man. And also you have to say that black women grow up around black people, so their data, their software, their hard, Yeah, they screwed up from the beginning. White girls grow up around white people, so they you can be nice. Like that sister grow up in an environment where she can't be nice. If she gives you,
Yeah.
so she can't be nice. So she's practicing being mean her whole life. So by the time you meet her when she's 20, she's fucking perfected being mean. Whereas the other girl, she's being nice all her life because you can be nice. There's no punishment for being nice. Some, but look, in Sonistan, all acts of kindness are punished. I mean, every single one. Like of 100 acts of kindness, 100 will be punished. In Gladystan, it's probably what, like maybe like 2 or 3 out of every 100 acts.
No, I see. I think your view of Gliderstan is about the gentrified areas where the women have grown up. If you go into like a trailer park, you'll see some other shit.
Yeah, but I live in a town where there's no trailer parks, and it's just grizzled, hard-nosed gliders, Pennsylvania, fucking Pennsyltucky. They call it Pennsyltucky. It's just very working class gliders. Their homes are worth $50,000 tops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they fucking work on it. They do their own home improvements. They, you know what I'm saying? They fucking got a truck that they're paying off. You know what I'm saying? They work a fucking menial job. And the women, even those women, are nicer than the nicest black women you ever meet. They're just nicer.
I grew up in New Orleans, so I might be biased,
Yeah.
but I've never seen glider women fight in public. But I can't count on both hands, the amount of times that I've seen some women
I've
fight in
seen a
public.
glider woman fight a son. I've never seen 2 glider women physically fight. I've seen a glider woman fighting a sun woman.
Well, they
that's a
started
good
it?
point.
I've never seen 2 glider women fighting each other. Now hit
Yeah,
That's
one.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Not in real life.
Yeah,
Online,
I know it.
maybe.
Obviously,
I'm
it
talking
happens.
I'm talking about real life. I'm talking about real life.
Online.
Personally.
I'll bet you can find an episode of Cops.
Yeah, online, but personally, in person, nah, I ain't never seen that.
Hit one if you've seen 2 glider women in real life fighting. I mean, throwing down. I'm not talking about like just pushing and shoving. I'm talking about getting it,
pulling hair, screaming, titties flying out.
I'm sure if I spent every night at Bourbon Street, I'd probably seen a lot of glider women fighting, but just like walking around in the street, not like in places where people are normally fighting.
They usually tend to be a little more like trashy, though. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not often you see that. Very, very uncommon. Like, extremely uncommon. Seen it though.
Okay. Salute to Saverick. Saverick says they want what people have and they want them not to have it. These revolutionaries have tunnel vision of hatred towards others. Yeah, the sisters fucking hate you. Deal with it.
I just put in the back chat 2 ratchet white women fighting in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's probably too general a statement, but
Come
just
on,
in
man.
my experience, I've only seen Sun women do it.
Yeah, like I've seen hundreds of Sun woman fights going back to first grade. So I mean, like I've seen hundreds of them, and I grew up in Blackistan, but you just white women. The Karen thing is real. I'll give you that. The Karen trope is based in reality. I'm not saying that's a thing. That's not all white women, though. But that woman exists. That Karen type white woman exists.
Yeah.
But she's going to call the manager. She's going to fucking call the police on you. She's not going to kick your fucking ass.
Yeah, it's unlikely that she'll get physical.
I seen white girls fighting before, but that'd be like low level, like junkies and shit, or like like at a bar and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's not no regular
maybe
average.
At a bar.
Yeah, it's not no regular average.
Well, that's true. I've seen sisters beating up New York cops on the subway.
Oh yeah.
And the sister fight never ends. Tommy used to say this too. It is so true. You can separate white girls. I've seen like the few glider fights I've seen online. The men come in, they raise their voices, and they just pull them apart. Sisters, you cannot separate them once they start fighting. Cops can't separate them. Bouncers can't separate them. They just gotta pucker themselves out. Now, this girl right here, think about this girl right here. Think about the gall and audacity. But the reason I'm playing this video is because we talked about this the other day. I said all Oc Nation women, if you go jogging, if you're a fucking hiker, if you're places where you might encounter a fucking sunman in a lonely area, you need pepper spray, because watch how effective it is. I want you to, this is not the 1980s pepper spray where it takes time to fucking, you know what I'm saying, affect. This new shit is instant. So if that girl, Lauren Heike, had something like this, she would be alive today. So I'm telling all y'all, all Oc Nation women, go online, look it up, do your research, pick out one, identify one, the capsule that's good for you, because you may want a sleek, little capsule, something like maybe like your lip balm, or you may want something bigger, but just get one and keep it on you, because it will save your life. Because watch how this instantly debilitates this man.
No. She just pepper sprayed me. Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
You see what I'm saying?
Woo, put him down.
It puts you down instantly, man.
And that was from behind.
Yeah,
that was from behind.
That's why I was telling the guy the other day. I was like, man, I don't know what you're talking. He's like, man, pepper spray. Maybe y'all talking about an older pepper spray from back in the day.
You were talking to me about it. Pepper spray will do that, but they say that if you got a guy who's really enraged on drugs, he's
no. This shit right here, your eyes are your eyes.
This new shit will fucking put
this shit will fucking. No. It's like throwing that black hot sauce in your face.
Well, that's why there's crazy. That's why I've had a couple instances where some crazy guy was eyeing me up and down, and I had to pull the pepper spray out and show him I had it, and they walk away.
Yeah, they know it worked. It's very effective. The new shit, they've done some technology is better. It's like phones back in the day.
Just increase the concentration.
Yeah. Look, he's scared to even snatch it from her. If he wanted to, at that point, he could have
punched that bitch in the face.
This guy could easily snatch it from her. Snatch it from her.
That's the mistake, though. Don't get close to the guy you just pepper sprayed. He's not disabled. He's just like flailing around.
Well, if she was on a hiking trail, once he gets like this, she's running the other way.
Yeah,
she's hauling ass.
Get away and call the cops.
But I mean, scared of this guy, so she
doesn't this girl deserve to get punched in her face though?
Man, she deserves to be fucking her head slammed into the fucking linoleum repeatedly, man.
Bro,
that shit hurts. Dude, this teacher, think about how much this teacher's put up with her all year. Because if you're a glider teacher, the shit you put up on the regular, on a good day, from a sister like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was in Antioch, Tennessee. This same teacher got punched in the face like a couple weeks ago too.
Oh, that's a student.
Yeah, by a student. Yeah. And he's like a glider liberal.
Yeah,
little cuck boy.
If he's a glider liberal, I agree with what he did. I'm good with that.
And you know why he took her phone?
Wow.
You know why he took her phone? Because she was cheating on her assignment. So she was using her phone to like Google the answers, and he took her phone because he caught her cheating. And that's the same thing he did with another student a couple weeks ago, and that student punched him in the face. It was like some swole ass white boy.
We should have a poll. How many more punches in the face and pepper sprays will it take to turn this guy into a conservative Republican?
A lot more. He's in the school system. He's been indoctrinated. It's that whole thing where a Republican is a liberal who got mugged. That's kind of outdated, man. These ones nowadays, man,
they're resilient.
Yeah, it doesn't. They've learned it in school. See, the old liberal learned liberalism like in groups they were in school and clubs they were in school and different societies they joined when they went to college and stuff. Now they're learning it in the classroom. So it's more they're more entrenched in the liberalism. Now look at this guy, he's laughing. Think about how shitty this guy is, but this is normal. Like if this was a white guy, just think about, put your mind here, chat. Imagine a white kid laughing while that guy's on the ground writhing in pain. You would be like, that's a shitty guy. But when even me, when I see it's a black guy, I don't think he's a shitty guy. I just think he's a normal black guy. Like I don't
everything a joke.
I mean, real talk. I mean, considering this guy's a totally woke teacher, I'd be laughing too. I mean, you know, really.
Yeah. Oh, we got Stunner in the building. Stunner. He made his return, man. What's up, Stunner? Huh?
Yes,
Your mic is jacked, man. But go ahead. You. I think you were sleepy. You might be sleepy. You might be laying on your back or something. What's going on, man? But yeah, this sister
over the phone is crazy. Look at this thing.
I need my phone. Okay, give me my phone. She said, okay. Can I get my phone? No, you can't have your phone.
Watch out, man. I'm going. Watch out.
Play him again. Fuck him. Now look how everyone capitulate. This woman can, the fact that this girl can full-throated in front of a group of people say she's some kind of victim of society and black women. What they be saying? Black women always have to we always have to contain ourselves. We can never let our emotions out in public.
You gotta catch up. They gotta catch up.
No greater lie ever told, bro.
We're always forced to conceal our true emotions and live and walk on tiptoes.
Black women known for this docile nature.
The fact that
this girl is an adult too. She's going to be charged.
And the fact that a student could pepper spray a teacher and still be in the school.
Yeah.
And not get escorted out.
Yeah.
Can she get her phone though?
Yeah, that's all she cares about. Can she get
Hey, I'm out, y'all, though.
All right, man. Peace. Let me get into these mass shootings, man.
Peace.
These mass shootings, man. Let me see. Go to mass shooting.
We're good for a mass shooting in Blackistan like every day.
Yes, without a doubt. Texas mass shooter posted neo-Nazi content. So the Texas, they're painting him as a neo-Nazi.
Zero white.
Let's see. Let me see. Okay, the latest was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yeesh, the latest mass shooting was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Didn't we just do Pine Bluff the other day?
Yeah. So it's a hotbed, man.
Yeah, 76% sun, man. 76% sun.
Yeah, man. I saw the sun and it opened up my eyes.
He's at 76%.
I saw the sun. Yeah, man.
76%. Even black people don't go outside.
Sun on the bluff.
Salute to Trey Guab, man. He says, "I'll go easy on Dominicans. You hurt my feelings today." Oh man, no, man. You Dominicans, man. Y'all are heating up too with the rest of the hombritos, man. Hombritos are catching their stride, man.
Y'all need to get that island under control. Get rid of that Haiti shit.
Yeah, man. Hombritos are it's. I think y'all the last couple of weeks, man. I think y'all are on a roll.
They're definitely on the board.
Yeah, y'all are getting it popping, man.
56.5 homicides per 100,000.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
That's fucking Jamaican levels, man.
Yeah, that's
that's crazy.
yeah, that's whew. Whew, I don't even know if they're covering this one yet, man. On the news, man. It may have been too recent, man. I'm not seeing it on the news. Yeah, I'm not seeing this one. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So let's see.
Probably wasn't committed by a white guy. That's why you haven't heard of it.
Leaves a 16-year-old dead. So a 16-year-old was killed in this one. Officers of the Pine Bluff Police Department responded to a shooting victim arriving at Jefferson Regional Medical Center. So he was self-transported. The shooting victim was a 16-year-old juvenile and was pronounced dead. Another victim involved in the same incident arrived at Jefferson Regional Medical Center in a stable. The shooting occurred at Martin Luther King Jr. Park in Pine Bluff. A group of people were reportedly.
Martin Luther King Park.
You don't need to say anything more after the name of the park.
I shit you not. It says the shooting occurred at Martin Luther King Jr. Park in Pine Bluff. A group of people were reportedly gathered at the park when an altercation began and someone started shooting. Both of the victims were transported to MLK Park to Jefferson Regional Medical Center by personal vehicle. Two other people with non-life-threatening injuries resulting from the incident were also treated at JRMC. Anyone with information about this homicide is asked to call detectives. Okay. Yeah, so there were two non-life-threatening. One is in bad shape and one is dead. So, yeah, that's just a
The town was covered in Forbes' 2009 list of the 10 most impoverished American cities.
Yeah, and they think they're impoverished because of something white people are doing. They don't know that they're impoverished because of their own decisions, man. This one is Frostburg. So we got Frostburg, home of Frostburg State, man. One dead, 3 hurt in Frostburg shooting. Let me see if I can find something on the internet. I mean, on YouTube about this, man. We getting to the point where they not even reporting these shootings. Yeah, I don't see anything. Wow. There's nothing on this, man, on YouTube. Nothing. Not a thing. That's scary, man. So a shooting early Sunday at an off-campus student rental property near Frostburg State University left a Western Port man dead and 3 others injured. The shooting happened at 12:10 during a party at an East College Avenue residence. Frostburg State University police officers reportedly found 20-year-old Alexander Ramon Redondo and 2 women at the residence with gunshot wounds. Redondo was taken to UPMC Western Maryland, but later died.
Burritos, man.
Yo, man, you guys, a lot going on, Jack. A 4th victim, identified as male Frostburg State student, sought treatment late Sunday for non-life-threatening gunshot wound.
Only 2% on Burrito in that town.
Yeah, this could be that just Burrito is the one who died. It could be this is college. Frostburg State is a college a lot of black people from the DMV go to in Baltimore, because it's like a local college.
Okay, because I was gonna say it's a 12% son over there.
Yeah, I this one I don't think this is on Burritos, man. I think the Burrito got killed, but
Not
we
that it
can't.
matters. Is this a 4-year school or just like a junior college?
It's a 4-year school. Then we got one in Newark. Jesus Christ! If there's nothing on this Newark shooting, jeez.
Newark, New Jersey, or Newark?
Newark, New Jersey, man.
Yes, no, I couldn't find anything on that.
Probably every one of these is unknown gunmen. And like, if you ever were to tell somebody that the majority of mass shootings are done by sons, they'd be like, "No, look at the mass shooting tracker. It says gunman unknown. It could be anyone."
Yeah, exactly. The willful, what do you call it? Not the willful, but the was it plausible denial?
Well, yeah, and I feel like a lot of them are just like they find that inconceivable to think that like, you have to give some room for error because I'm sure there's some, few
Well, yeah, I
exceptions,
mean,
but
Frosty
over
the Snowman
98
could have killed him
9%.
too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like over 99% of the unknown gunmen are going to turn out to be some people. It just is what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't get caught for shooting somebody in this country, you're black.
Ain't no glider male shoot up, 16
Anything
people at a
and not get caught.
party and then go missing for 2 weeks.
Even if they release the glider and say it was justified, they still interviewed him. There's no glider that, since I've been doing this, I haven't seen a glider do a shooting and not get caught. A question. So in Newark, one person is dead and 3 are injured after an early Sunday morning shooting in Newark. Police responded to the call of gunshots at 3 a.m. the 400 block of Orange Street, Newark. The Essex County prosecutor said when police arrived, they found 4 victims with gunshot wounds. Julius K. Ferguson, 38 of Newark, was pronounced dead at the scene, and 3 other victims were taken to the hospital and treated for non-fatal injuries.
Julius sounds kind of sunny.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the Newark. Yeah, that's definitely sunny. Then we got Allen, Texas, and we have we have St. Louis. I think St. Louis. 4 shot, 2 killed. If this is not on, this gotta be. They gotta. We were just in St. Louis the other day, man. St. Louis is a fuck.
Did you do the St. Louis mob teens last night?
There was a mob of St. Louis teens last night?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god.
Just like Chicago.
We'll do that now. We'll do that now.
Have you covered any of the Jordan Neely demonstrations in the city in New York?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bored with that, man. Those people are fucking annoying, man. People are fucking retarded. It's over. That Jordan Neely thing is over, and they're still trying to fucking squeeze every last fucking piece of.
Oh, it ain't over. That white guy ain't dead yet.
No, for him, it's not over. But as far as a story, man, that shit over with, man. They won. I mean, they made it a big deal, and they sent out the signal that if you're white, you can't even be a hero now.
Yeah, you can't even defend yourself.
Yeah, you can't. It's like whack-a-mole. The white people stuck their head and bam, we whacked it. So that's basically all that happened. So we're being firm and consistent with you guys. Every time you stick your head out, you're getting whacked.
Real shit.
Yeah. But let's see this St. Louis. St. Louis, man. Black mayor, black DA, black fire chief, black congresswoman,
black female chief, please.
Black guns,
black everything.
Out on Cherokee Street during the Cinco de Mayo.
Black news anchor.
Newscaster.
People shot on Cherokee Street during the Cinco de Mayo weekend. The most recent shooting happening just hours.
Oh, you did this yesterday.
Shot and injured. This violence comes less than 24 hours after a deadly shooting Friday night.
This is a new one. This is not the one from yesterday. This is a new one.
People shot on Cherokee Street during the Cinco de Mayo weekend. The most recent shooting happening just hours ago. 2 people shot and injured. This violence comes less than 24 hours after a deadly shooting Friday night. 2 people died and 2 more injured in that Friday night shooting at the Exotic Bar and Grill on Cherokee Street near Oregon Avenue. This is that same area.
The Exotic Bar and Grill on Cherokee
that's
Street.
sunny AF, bro.
You know that one?
Sunny. That sounds sunny.
Y'all know? Have you ever been there?
Nah.
Nah, but exotic sounds sunny. That's just, you know.
And it's shooting in the same area. Sounds sunny.
The Exotic Bar and Grill on Cherokee Street.
I mean, I only know St. Louis from being near the Arch and stuff, and near the stadium.
So let's
depending upon what its relationship to that, I could tell you something.
Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Weather. He says Kim Gardner resigned. Heavy push for the state to control St. Louis. Metropolitan Police also talk about merging county and city prosecutor's office. Gliders in my city are slowly waking up. Yeah, but has anyone ever stood up for the McCuskies? Remember that family who the Black Lives Matter protest?
Wasn't that Louisville?
Stormed there.
Nobody stood up for them.
They stormed their property and they.
Well, the governor did. The governor X'd out their prosecution, stopped it.
Okay. Yeah, but that was at the end though.
Yeah, it's just,
no, he stopped it before it even got started. I mean, they did the charges, and then he gave him a pardon right away.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Basically, the governor is responsible for getting rid of Kim Gardner too.
Yeah, I don't know. The energy with which y'all do stuff. Maybe it's a glider thing. Maybe it's effective. This is the Exotic Bar and Grill. So this is their flyers and shit. Yeah, this is Suns.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Definitely Suns.
It's like one of them shitty strip joints that has an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet.
Yeah, definitely Suns.
That looks right there. That looks like an all-you-can-eat.
Yeah.
The girl on stage 2 has a big old fucking C-section scar.
Yeah.
The one on stage 3 is a fucking amputee.
Yeah, exactly. She working with some things, yeah.
But they got some badass chicken wings.
Yeah, well,
She got that trunk.
Yeah, so this is a black bar. I can tell from the oh yeah, look at the food. Heavily seasoned. Whatever the food is heavily seasoned like that. You know it's Suns, man. Because we can't taste it unless it got a fucking bunch of fucking garlic.
6 inches of shit on top of it.
He said heavily seasoned.
Yeah, it was a glider bar, it would be all kale.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we can't taste it. We got a different palate. Even our palates are different. Damn.
They named it Honey Hot Joints. You know that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a Sun bar, man. Yeah, all the chicks on the flyers are Suns. Oh, that actually look good. I like that right.
They don't serve on plates. They serve on them fucking styrofoam jobbies.
Yeah. Oh, I would eat all that. Looks good to me. So it's definitely a Sun bar.
Yeah.
This shit look good to me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, it looks good over here too.
That shit look good.
Yeah, look at these strips, man. You know these strips wouldn't be like covered in butter and
hell no.
All that shit if it was fucking gliders.
That should be pink with some cocktail sauce.
Oysters, man. That'd be oysters and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, these would be. Yeah, this is definitely.
That would be nothing but spinach and broccoli, man.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Not where I eat.
This is definitely a Sun situation, man. Over here at Cherokee Street.
Sensational, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Salute to Route 66. He says, "Hey, greetings from Flyover USA. Talk heating up out here about national divorce. Thoughts? First time donor. Love your show. Salute to you for first time donor, man. What do you mean national divorce. What does that mean?
There's been a lot of talk about the
Blue-red
red
divorce.
states, about the red states splitting off from the
Seceding.
country. Yeah, right. Which
Secession.
we tried that once and it didn't work out so
1861 it
good.
happened.
Yeah, we tried it once. It didn't really work out.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. The parts that are liberal are gonna have the black people living there, and black people running a lot of shit. The parts that are conservative are gonna have mostly white people there and high achieving, high earning, and high IQ black people there. So the instantly there's gonna be a difference in like quality of life in both places. So
And it's a much different place than 1861.
So what you're gonna have almost instantly is the quality of life in the blue America is gonna be so bad. It's gonna trend towards Haiti, and the quality of life in the red America is gonna trend towards Iceland, woke Sweden, shit like that. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna follow you like we always do. We're gonna fucking follow you because we want to live in the quality of life, man. We're not gonna want to. If we're gonna have the option to live in fucking Haiti or Iceland, some people are smart enough to fucking walk across the street and go to Iceland.
Yeah, I'm going to Iceland.
So we're gonna fucking follow you, and it's never gonna work to separate because you're gonna have cool shit and safe shit, and nice shit. Your parks are gonna be clean. Your neighborhoods are gonna be safe, and some people are gonna fucking follow you.
On Cherokee Street during the Cinco de Mayo weekend. The most recent shooting happening just hours ago. 2 people shot and injured. This violence comes less than 24 hours after a deadly shooting Friday night. 2 people died and 2 more injured in that Friday night shooting at the Exotic Bar and Grill on Cherokee Street near Oregon Avenue. This is that same area as today's Cinco de Mayo festival. New at 10, Alice Gall talked to the owner of a nearby business about this violence.
Less than 24 hours after the shooting, this is a vibrant Cinco de Mayo festival. There are a few signs that this incident even happened, except for those boarded up windows and shot out windows at a nearby business.
Brittany Morris was getting her Cherokee Street storefront and street stall ready for the party when
we heard the gunshots and then we heard the crash boom of glass, and I was like,
why isn't Dr. Umar married to a woman that looks like this? You know what I'm saying? Why don't these pro-blacks never show up with a woman like this and 2 little brown kids and a brown fucking golden chocolate lab and have the perfect family picture? How come they're always either single or with some goddamn fucking mulatto?
You know why? Because it's just part of the grift, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just interesting. Like, this woman, she hates white people. She loves pro-blacks on fucking YouTube and fucking Twitter. She's blackity black everything, but she don't have a fucking husband in the country for his 40 million black people. Where the
black dudes don't like that type of shit, though, too. We don't like that type of shit either. Like, the chick that's like, I think that she's on that masculine shit and always right and always want to be going against shit. Nah, niggas don't like that shit, man.
No, but this woman would be, I'm talking about for that guy. I'm not talking about just for like Pookie or
you're talking about for Umar. Oh, hell
just
yeah.
for that type of guy. How
Perfect
come that
Umar.
type of guy always shows up with a mulatto and a bunch of fucking beige kids? How come he never shows up with this woman? And we never see them with this woman. This woman's always single.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Definitely.
This woman's always single in Blackistan. She's a single mom, and she's always single. And it's just odd that, like, she hates white people. I mean, she hates white people. And it's like, why? It's just weird, man. This woman's always single, man.
Cherokee Street storefront and street stall ready for the party when
we heard the gunshots And then we heard the crash boom of glass, and I was like, is that my glass?
Morris runs this store next door to Exotic Bar and Grill. Her employees all scrambled to safety, but police say that Friday night shooting ended with 2 men dead and 2 more people injured. The fourth, a woman, an apparent passerby, grazed on the foot.
It was just like a lot of screaming afterwards, people on the street bleeding.
Damn, they're out of plywood.
Crying. It was not good.
This is the second time Morris's store windows
And
have
plywood is expensive as shit. When I
That's
worked at
fucking
Home
sad.
Depot, in plywood you could get a sheet like this for fucking $12. 3/4 of an inch, you could get that for fucking $12, $15. And it depends on the grade. This PVC,
That particle board.
particle
shit
board,
is terrible.
yeah, particle board. But this shit was $8 when I was working there. This shit is like $40 now, man.
Yeah,
Shit
and a
is
drop of water
crazy.
hits that shit and it falls apart.
Yeah, but it's good for this shit. Just temporarily board some shit up.
All fires and shit. Covered fire. I'm out too.
Unless the guy breaking in has a squirt gun and some time.
This is the second time Morris's store windows have been shot out inside a year.
I don't like it. I don't even like the fact that we're celebrating right now today.
This is the second time her window. This is a woman who listen. When I
In
tell
12 months.
listen. When I tell you she hates white people, the reason I keep saying that because I don't think you understand how much she hates you.
I see some of them. I'll see some of them. Some women like that married to gliders though. Every once in a while, it's like
And
they'll get married. They'll get married to an extremely self-hating glider. They would do
Yeah,
that.
some dipshit named like Gerald or something.
Yeah, you gotta
Wow.
understand all her problems. She'll die single unless a white man comes and marries her. She'll fucking get killed over there because if the third time the bullet's gonna not just hit her business, it's gonna hit her. She's dodged the bullet the first 2 times. Third time it's gonna hit her.
That's crazy. It was her store that they shut the windows out.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, she's next door to the what's the name of that place again? The bar.
And she hates white people.
Titties and wings or something like that.
I grazed on the foot.
It's just like a lot of screaming afterwards, people on the street bleeding, crying. It was not good.
This is the second time Morris's store windows have been shot out inside a year.
I don't like it. I don't even like the fact that we're celebrating right now today, even though we just had violence last night.
But the festival.
But your ass is out there. You got your stand out there.
At 2 times in a year, she probably didn't even have to buy new wood. They just put the old shit back on.
Yeah.
Right now today, even though we just had violence last night.
But the festival went on with hundreds celebrating on that very same street Saturday afternoon.
We understand like how it happens, but it's like we can move past it.
At this next door bakery, they are looking on the bright side.
Having a whole festival where we bring in people, it just shows we're creating love, we're creating like the whole like hospitality within the whole community.
It's fine and dandy right now, but what's going to happen tonight?
News 4 saw
Well,
dozens
you know what's going to happen.
of officers milling around the area and these police cameras just steps away. In South City, Alex Gall, News 4.
Those fucking cameras don't mean anything.
St. Louis police have not released any information about the victims or possible suspects. Tonight, police are asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers.
Yeah, I bet that's a dead phone line. It's probably fucking cobwebs and shit on an old dial phone.
Yeah, man. This is
Nobody's calling that number.
wow. Wow.
All those cameras mean they're gonna have a lot of angles of a killing. So
A
what?
Chesterfield woman is flying to Washington, D.C. tomorrow to advocate on Capitol Hill for life-changing legislation. News 4 Shoshana Stahl shows us how she's turning her loss into a mission to save more lives in the future.
Losing both of my kids is hands down the most horrible thing, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Kristen Aiken has made it part of her life's mission to advocate for bone marrow donation. 14 years ago, Aiken's 2.5-year-old son Andrew died of complications from a rare immune deficiency disease. 8 months later, her 5.5-year-old son Matthew also died, having the same genetic
that's
mutation
sad.
causing the immune deficiency. While they were sick, Aiken says bone marrow donation was their only hope, with each of her sons receiving transplants.
I'm indebted to those people because, as anyone knows who's ever lost someone they love, every minute, every hour that you get extra with that person is invaluable. You cannot put a price on it.
Now Aiken is dedicating her life to advocating for bone marrow donors and recipients. On Tuesday, she'll be in Washington, D.C. to speak to lawmakers about the Life-Saving Leave Act, which would update the Family and Medical Leave Act to give stem cell and bone marrow donors 40 hours of non-consecutive time off work.
Essentially, when a donor gets a call that they're a potential match, they're not guaranteed their job, right? Depending on where they work and who they work for. So we're asking that donor leave now be included.
Finding a match can be extremely challenging. Aiken says oftentimes donors aren't able to help when there is a match because of their job. That's what this is hoping to change.
I would hate to think that someone didn't get a second chance at life because somebody couldn't get off from work.
While her life has been filled with grief, Aiken says it's also been full of gratitude. Now she's encouraging others to fight for what they believe in.
I was blessed with 2 children through adoption who have saved my life and given me a chance to.
Wow, she adopted 2 kids, man. Salute to her, man. God damn, that's a listen.
This is sad, but I don't see the dad anywhere in these pictures. When a couple loses a child, many times
You didn't see the dad?
the relationship,
About, Bill?
not with the alive kids, not with the adopted kids. That's with the babies that died. Those 2 right there.
It's right here, dude. It's right here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah, man. She's
And I know somebody that donated bone marrow, and it is extremely painful.
I hear you. I hear you. It's got to be painful. I mean, just you're taking the bone. It's got to be painful, man. I mean, shit. Whew. I eat the bone marrow. When I eat chicken wings, I eat the marrow out of the bones. I'm a savage, man.
I do that shit too.
I do that too.
man.
I do that too. That's
Animal, man. Yeah. So I know that, like, if you got to go in and get that shit out of a live human, that shit ain't no joke, man.
For what they believe in.
I was blessed with 2 children through adoption who have saved my life and given me a chance to be a mom again. So I try to honor Matthew and Andrew while currently raising 2 young boys right now as well, and showing them the importance, though, of giving back and helping.
Shoshana Stahl, News 4.
Salute to them. What a fine white woman. We were just talking about that, man. That's a goddamn exemplary white woman, man. Shout out to that white woman.
Hey,
man.
we still hate them though.
Yeah. She gave 2 kids. She gave 2 kids from the puppy pound a home. She picked herself up. She picked herself up by her bootstraps, went to Congress to get the law changed, and fucking rescued 2 kids from the puppy pound, man. Salute to her, man.
Paid all those hospital bills and stuff, man.
Yeah, man. With no GoFundMe, salute to her, man. She fucking what a fucking fine white woman citizen, man. Shout out to this white woman, man. We salute you, white woman. You know what I'm saying?
Their job,
right? We salute you.
That should be a feature. That should be a feature on your channel once a week.
Bro, you're gonna lose your channel in a week doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Salute to that white woman, man.
All them black queens gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, somebody got a lot of static in the background, man. Somebody's brushing your mic. Be careful about brushing up against your mic. Here go another white woman, man. Let's see what this white woman.
For the 4th time.
This was 4 hours ago. So this happened recently. This story.
For the 4th time in the past 4 weeks, a community in our area is mourning the loss of a law enforcement officer. We're now learning more about 29-year-old Deputy Katie Lacing. Today, the community support continued at Regents Hospital in St. Paul. You can see these officers and deputies lining the walkway, saluting as they prepare to bring Deputy Lacing back to Wisconsin. Now, some aerial images that show the overwhelming support, many people lining bridges along I-94 this afternoon. Mariel Mose is live in Hudson outside the sheriff's office there, where a squad car memorial is growing tonight. Elle?
Yeah, Derek, and this is the fourth time we've seen a squad car memorial for an area deputy or officer. And that's really what struck so many people that came by this memorial today to pay their respects. Those that I spoke with told me that it's really concerning to them how often communities in our area are having to come together over a fallen officer or deputy. You didn't need to know Katie Lacing personally to feel compelled to honor her life and her service to St. Croix County.
I'm so thankful that there are so many people here. We rallied last minute. We all came together and we have to be here.
A crowd of people from all over gathered on the 11th Street Bridge over Interstate 94 on Sunday afternoon as Deputy Lacing's body was brought from the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's office to the funeral home.
Thought we'd bring our grandkids down here to support a little bit as we can do, I guess.
A squad car marks a memorial for her in front of the St. Croix County Sheriff's Office as people have come by to lay flowers and pay their respects, including Chad and Laura Johnson.
I can't find anything about who shot her. Nothing. That shit is crazy.
Did they say it was the fourth? Did they say it was the fourth one, like in a month or something like that?
Yeah, in this area. So yeah, they whacking cops over here.
A squad car marks a memorial for her in front of the.
This should be a huge national story, man. Four people, cops in this little area. Well, whatever.
Croix County Sheriff's Office as people have come by to lay flowers and pay their respects, including Chad and Laura Johnson, who live in Hudson.
Yeah, it's just senseless. It's just very sad.
You feel for the family members that.
That word senseless, man. Context. That's the first context clue. I mean, senseless.
Chad and Laura Johnson, who live in Hudson.
Yeah, it's just senseless. It's just very sad.
You feel like for the family members that had a daughter that didn't come home last night.
A few of the deputies who just lost their colleague lowered the flag to half staff.
My son is a police officer. I've got other family who are in the police force across the two states, and I just wanted to show my respects for the officer who was lost yesterday.
Marcia Krogh saying, can't believe another law enforcement officer's life was cut short.
3 in Wisconsin, 1 in Minnesota within the last month. I just hope it's not a trend.
This community, like the others in the last month, have all
I think
shown
it's
their
a
strength in
trend.
numbers through difficult times.
You need to come together. We all come together. And it's just great to see that in our community.
Okay, here's a clue as to who shot
Deputy
her.
Lacing.
She was responding to a DUI, and then shots rang out. What do you think?
That's a Native American.
It could be the fact that you can't find anything. I mean, it's nothing. I'm talking about. It's almost like she fell down the steps, man, or something like that. Like, it's like, what the fuck happened, man? Like, who did this shit? Weird, man. Jeremiah Johnson. So that's the name, Jeremiah Johnson. Let's look up Jeremiah Johnson.
That sounds
That's a white dude.
No.
Yeah, man, only white dudes do stuff like that. Come on, man. You know your history.
No, man, Jeremiah Johnson.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Okay, good. We
gliders accept the ticket usually, you know.
Nah, he was in the middle of like the DUI thing. He shot and killed her, ran off into the woods and offed himself.
It was a white dude.
This was a white guy.
Really?
This was a white guy. Yeah, Jeremiah Johnson. Yes, he shot himself though. He shot himself. If I had that piece of information, I would have been able to.
Yeah. Knowing that he shot himself definitely is lighter.
Yeah. And he ran into some nearby woods and killed himself. So yeah, let me show you his picture. Yeah, okay. I see that I didn't have that piece. I would have definitely said it was a glider had I had that piece of information. He shot her, ran to some nearby woods, and then killed himself. Oh yeah, he was like, "Fuck this shit! I can't do no time with these sons, man. In Minnesota, man. There's too many." Yeah, this guy right here. Here he is. Oh shit! Damn. Here he is. There he is, right there. Right there. That's him. Jeremiah Johnson, man. He went into the fucking woods and killed himself, man. You gliders are different, man.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Lose a hard-working person to a piece of shit like this.
What a piece of shit, yeah. And he gets off. He doesn't get he doesn't get punished. Like, I advocate for killing these people, but he killed himself, so he got to decide how he died.
Nah, don't kill these people, man. Don't kill them, man. Punish them in jail.
Some other warrant. He must have had some other warrant on him.
No, he's probably a habitual DUI guy, and like this was probably going to be the one that was going to have him behind bars for a long time.
Or he had a bunch of shit on him that he had to dump.
Doesn't say that in the article though. Doesn't say he had anything on. Just say that he said that as a DUI suspect. She shot 3 times, but none of the rounds hit him before he fled to a nearby wooded area. So he shot her. He drew his hair gun, shot her. She pulled out her shit, shot back at him, but missed.
She must have been fucking with Sunman before.
Yeah. Wow.
She was shot while she was shooting. I mean, that's going to affect your aim.
Yeah, exactly.
She was dying, you know.
Yeah. Wow. Fucking glider, man, piece of shit. Killed that fucking
he's like right out of Central Casting, that guy, for a piece of shit glider.
Yeah.
Did join the St. Croix County Sheriff's Office last year, but before that, she served for 2 years as a county deputy in South Dakota. And we are learning more today from the man investigators say is responsible for shooting and killing Deputy Lacing last night. We're told that 34-year-old Jeremiah Johnson shot and killed Deputy Lacing and then ran into a nearby wooded area and then turned the gun on himself. Derek?
Damn, I should have just waited.
Wait a minute, that guy was 34? Put that picture back up.
Yeah, that guy's 34, man.
That guy was not 34 years old.
34 years old.
Mariel mentioned this is the latest in a deadly month for law enforcement across our region. Just 3 weeks ago, Pope County Deputy Joshua Owen was shot and killed while responding to a domestic assault call in Cyrus, Minnesota. Another deputy and police officer from Starbuck were also injured but survived. 1 week before that, another shooting led to the loss of 2 Wisconsin officers. Chautauqua police officer Emily Breidenbach and Officer Hunter Scheel of the Cameron Police Department were killed. The officers were shot during a traffic stop near Cameron, Wisconsin. That's just 45 miles north and east of where the fatal shooting happened yesterday.
Damn, they whacking officers up
brings
there.
us to our 2 breaking stories.
Oh, the victims of the Texas mall shooting have been identified. Wow.
Stories out of Texas tonight.
Y'all see them bodies just laying outside of the mall? Did everybody see that?
No, I didn't look at that.
Stacked like cordwood underneath a shitty Martha Stewart sheet. Yeah.
Dude, no, I'm not talking about underneath the sheet. I'm talking about when they were exposed before they put the sheet over them. They're all like on top of each other. Like he hopped out, and it must have been like a group of people. They look like hombreros that were just walking there, and he just sprayed them all, and they all fell on top of each other. It's like maybe 6 bodies right there, and they're just like, oh, and brains. Go on Twitter and just look at just type in Allen, Texas shooting.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Whew.
We begin in a community dealing with unimaginable grief tonight. We have brand new details about the 8 people killed in yesterday's mass shooting at a mall in the suburbs of Dallas. A makeshift memorial is growing tonight outside the Allen Premium Outlets in Allen, Texas, as we learn more about this horrific tragedy. Just a few hours ago, WUSA 9 learned the victims of the mass shooting range in age, get this, from 5 years old to 61. It is heartbreaking. This is one of them, Christian LaCour. His family identified him today to CNN. His sister telling them Christian was a sweet, caring young man. Omar Villafranca is in Texas tonight as that small community north of Dallas tries to make sense of this senseless attack.
Crosses and carnations were placed outside the outlet mall today after a shooter opened fire Saturday, killing at least 8 people at a suburban Dallas shopping center. The gunfire sent customers running for cover. Dashcam video showed the shooter drive up in a gray car, open the door, and take aim at shoppers. Police say the man was wearing body armor. Witnesses say they heard the gunman fire dozens of shots.
It was at least 50 to 100 rounds. It was nonstop, and there was nothing we could do. It was just terrible.
I saw someone with blood on them, and then I ran into the back with my mom, and we just stayed down, hunkered down.
As people took cover, an Allen, Texas police officer, already at the mall on an unrelated call, confronted the gunman, according to Allen, Texas Police Chief Brian Harvey.
He heard gunshots, went to the gunshots, engaged the suspect, and neutralized the suspect.
7 others were injured and remain in area hospitals. Stephen Spainhauer raced to the scene to help after his son told him about the shooting. Spainhauer says he tried to help several people, including a child, but the little girl was dead.
It was a war zone there. There's no other way to describe it. There's no way these people could have survived the assault of those weapons.
The Allen Premium Outlet Mall was packed with shoppers getting ready for summer. Now, the affluent suburb is hurting after being added to the growing list of American cities that were the site of the latest mass shooting.
We know you are grieving, we are grieving. Rest assured, the nation and the world are also grieving.
Omar Villafranca.
The terrifying moments ago. Opened fire at an outlet mall near Dallas. At least 8 people killed. Investigators are looking at this disturbing dash cam video that shows the moment the alleged gunman stepped out of a car and started shooting. Families running for their lives. And video captures the moment a mall worker leads customers to shelter. Sources tonight identifying the suspect as a 33-year-old man. A local police.
A 33-year-old man? They're still doing that? A 33-year-old man shit a day later? Yo, it's just the blatant racism, man. They doxed the guy who choked out that fucking degenerate fucking crackhead son on the fucking train. He killed one person. He's a fucking hero and they doxed him.
Police officer is being called a hero for taking him down. And what we're learning about that suspect's past. ABC News has confirmed the identity of one of the victims tonight, Christian LaCour. His sister says the 20-year-old worked at the mall, calling him a really sweet kid. President Biden says the attack is too shocking to be so familiar and has ordered flags flown at half-staff. This marks the 199th mass shooting in the U.S. so far this year. ABC's
what the fuck?
That's not true. It's 230 something, man. That's not true. It's more than I got the mass shooting tracker right here. It's
yeah, they get their stats from the Gun Violence Archive, which is owned by Soros and shit.
They try to like not do son violence and shit. If you add, us into the mix, man, it's up to wow, hold on. 243, 244. Yeah, 244. So at the Frostburg, Maryland one was the last one.
By the way, as a footnote, I've been on the train since Neely got taken care of by that Marine, and there are no nuts on the train now.
It's a damn shame somebody got to sacrifice himself like that for some fucking order, bro.
Maybe because of the protest and the police, enhanced police, because the protesters bring police. So
there's no enhanced.
Get back with us in the week and tell us about that.
Well, no, it'll start creeping back in, but I'm just saying that there's no extra. You don't see extra police anywhere on the system. It's just that it has the same effect. It's having the same effect as Bernie gets. When Bernie gets shot, those guys, crime went down in the subway by 70% until he turned himself in.
As Matt Gutman leads us off tonight from Allen, Texas.
That deadly shooting rampage sending families and children running in terror from a man with an AR-style rifle at a Texas outlet mall. 8 killed, 7 others wounded late Saturday.
We got shots fired at the young wall.
Investigators are reviewing graphic video showing the gunman stepping out of a car.
Wow.
Opening fire on people.
All those people are dead right there.
Wow, you just it's happenstance. You just happened to be right there at that time. Just happenstance, man. Wow.
Stepping out of a car and opening fire on people on the sidewalk at the Allen Premium Outlets north of Dallas.
There's this guy dressed in all black, wearing a vest, has an assault rifle, and he's just shooting at people.
The crackle of gunfire sending hundreds of shoppers scattering. Surveillance video showing a worker leading customers into a service corridor for safety. These employees taking cover.
I hid behind a freezer, and everybody thought that we were doomed.
Quatina Ellie says she sheltered in a fitting room, the gunman firing at her parents, who survived.
Everybody thought that we were doomed.
Quatina Ellie says she sheltered in a fitting room, the gunman firing at her parents, who survived.
They began to run, and they both fell to the ground. Maybe he thought that he had shot them, so he turned the gun and began shooting in the other direction where there were a lot of people.
Stephen Spainhour's son worked at the mall, the father a former Army officer at the...
Wow. Let's see some of these victims, man. I care about the victims, man. Let's see some of these victims. They're starting to...
It's a good thing that cop was there.
Oh, God.
I mean, he stopped him, I think, within 30 seconds of when he started.
I'm telling you, a family representative confirmed to W that Aishwarya Thatikanda was one of the victims killed in the shooting in Allen, Texas. She was an engineer, and her family lives in India. Yikes.
They crying, man. They tearing up right now.
Yeah, I can't show you that graphic footage. So they're blaming, Ted Cruz. Another mass shooting in Allen, Texas outlet mall. Thanks, GOP. Please beware, there are vivid, horrific pics, videos of victims' bodies. They should mark these as sensitive. So it's Ted Cruz's fault.
Oh, yeah. I was seeing other people comment saying, thank God this is happening in Texas. They were glad that happened to them. It's sad.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad as shit.
Because when I turned on the TV, all I saw were stories about the royals in England. And I got so frustrated yesterday when I got text messages about
Cory Booker,
about a mass shooting in Allen, Texas. Because when I turned on the TV, all I saw were stories about the royals in England. And even when I went to the newspapers that I follow online, the top headlines were about the coronation.
Shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't. You just hate white people. They hate white people, man.
Wasn't there a mass shooting in Newark?
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you. There was a mass shooting in Newark, you piece of shit.
That's different, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you piece of shit. And look, they hate those royals. They hate those royals because they're white. They hate those royals because they're white. There's kings in Nigeria they can celebrate. They want your kingdom because your kingdom has cool stuff and it's clean and it's safe. There's fucking kings in Ghana they could celebrate. There's kings in Ivory Coast, fucking Liberia, Burkina Faso, Congo, goddamn Cameroon, Kenya. All those African countries got kings and queens. They just hate on y'all fucking kings and queens. This is what I'm saying. Why don't white people say, man, why don't you celebrate one of your fucking African kings and queens? Why don't y'all do the whole fucking king and queen shit, tabloid shit about y'all African kings and queens that are over there? Why you always fucking with us trying to tear our fucking shit down?
The top headlines were about the coronation. Johann Prince, a rabbi from Newark who spoke at the March on Washington, said in his speech that the most urgent problem is not bigotry and hatred. The most urgent, shameful problem is silence. Silence is the worst thing we can do right now. We cannot give silence sanctuary to this kind of horror in our community. We can't grow numb to it. We can't let it be normalized. Frederick Douglass said it so clearly. Power concedes nothing without a demand. And I know there are powerful forces that are fighting against this change. I've been dealing with them for years. But we need more people speaking up and making the demand that we change. That is what's needed now. Not more of the same, but more people who refuse to be silent.
That's Cory Booker, right?
Yep.
Yeah, quoting Freddie D.
So you know where he's from? He's from
Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey. How many mass shootings have they had in Newark, New Jersey in the last month? And he hasn't said a word.
0. Only white people do mass shootings, bro. Get your facts straight.
That's what I said, was it like 2 weeks ago that, yeah, the news was talking to the DC police chief about like ghost guns and switches and shit. And they blatantly said that, oh, thank God DC has strict gun control and they don't have a mass shooting problem. And literally within the past 20 days, there was 30 of them, or 3 of them. It's crazy the shit they lie about.
A lot of black people don't see drive-bys as mass shootings, which is crazy.
Well, I mean, when 7 people get shot, it's like, come on.
They still don't see it as mass shootings when they're doing it.
You're muted, Ock.
There were 600 mass shootings last year. 550 of them at least were in Blackiston. So you have to understand, like, that group of people is desensitized. Salute. Make sure you make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, support the channel. Let's keep it. Salute to Christy Webb. She says, "Oh, I do understand. She hates my guts. I wonder why she doesn't mention who shot who." Yeah, those sisters live in areas just like the sister we covered in St. Louis. She wasn't like hysterical about her store being shot up twice in a year. Most people would be fucking hysterical. Bullets flying through your shop 2 times in a year, 2 times in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people would just right away just move out right away.
Yeah, so this guy, they're painting him as a white supremacist. This guy right here, this fucking Mauricio, what's his name? Mauricio. Here he is. Look at this guy. This fucking white supremacist. That's a goddamn full-blooded Aztec, man. That's a whole Aztec, man. God damn, he might not even have no admixture, man. Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
As long as they got facial hair, they're mestizo, man.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
saying the okay.
So yeah,
So yeah,
indigenous, bro. They are like damn near like hairless. Only hair they got is on their hair, like on their head and their pubic area, bro. No arm hairs, no nothing.
Oh
Yeah,
wow! I
most of
never
us are
noticed. Now
mestizo,
that
bro.
you
I hope
say
you
it,
know that.
now that you say it, wow! I do. Damn, that's crazy. Now that you say it, I haven't I didn't notice that. I usually notice racial differences, but that's a good one, man. Wow.
Hey man,
Oh
I'm a mix myself, so I would know.
yeah.
You might want to get off of this page. Like it keeps
Yeah.
little by little showing some bodies.
Yeah. That's it's crazy, man.
But I got some bad news for Mossy, man. Fucking Fox News put out a poll, and they're saying like 60 to 80% of Americans, want, all the gun control back and shit, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. This
and,
is
and I noticed that Fox News has been playing into it too ever since the Nashville thing, dude. They had the governor on there talking about how red flag laws work and shit. And now with this going on, man, I think the Republicans are going to turn. I think they're going to be gun controllers here soon in a couple of elections.
well. I mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like I don't necessarily know if it's just people being. I mean, I think people are pretty stupid for the most part. Not everyone, but if you know what I'm saying. As to this topic, when it comes to gun control, I think people are pretty stupid on it. But dude, you putting more rules is not gonna stop that. Like I'll say this.
We know that. We just seen what
No,
happened in Syria
no, I know,
Serbia
like,
this week.
dude, I'm not the perfect person, but like, let me say, like, I've gone on like deep websites, I've gone on black markets and stuff. I've even ordered stuff off it, dude. You know how easy it is to build a fucking like a ghost gun if you're smart and you know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah, of
Seriously.
course, man. We know.
Like these, I know it's just I don't get it. Like these people, they're just unaware. I think of how
Well, how
people
many
do
people
this
are
shit.
unaware of the freaking, sun violence and shit, dude? And now
No,
you're gonna take it to like guns and shit.
no. Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Like people don't realize, like, dude, these guys are smart enough to like do this shit and go through the black market. These people don't think like far enough. I'm saying people don't think far enough. People are at like a base level thinking when it comes to
Yeah,
topics like
and
this.
people
It's
only
so
fucking
weird.
talk about the school shootings with the AR-15s. They don't talk about the ones that where it happened without it. And fucking sucks.
Yeah.
We have
Triple pinch.
another mass shooting at an outlet mall. Well, another shooting at an outlet mall.
News on News Channel 8.
We are following a shooting at a local mall, but authorities say it is not an active shooter situation. Good evening, I'm Jack Royer.
I'm Allison Henning. Thanks so much for joining us. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are investigating that shooting at the Ellington Premium Outlets. Now that's in Manatee County. Deputies there say the shooting happened between people in two separate cars in the mall's parking lot.
Sons.
But again, they say it was not an active shooter situation.
They added that there is no threat to the public and that businesses there at the mall are now resuming normal operations. This all happened around 4:40 p.m. The mall online lists itself as closing at 6 p.m. Deputies say they are searching for suspects who fled that scene. We're, of course, still following this story. We'll have the latest right here on air and at WFLA.com.
Son, see what I'm saying? Like, just random, like, that shit is so prevalent. Like, you can't even, like, you know what I'm saying, just do a fucking whole segment on it. Because,
And that segment was what, a minute long? Not even
40 seconds. Yeah, just, just shots fired. Some sons shoot up some shit. Yeah,
One man is dead tonight after an altercation with police in Plant City.
This shooting happened at a post office on Walden Woods Drive today, just past 5 o'clock. Officers call it officer involved. 8 on your side's Trevor Sahaki is live in Plant City with what we're learning tonight. Trevor?
Jack, Allison, police said they got a 911 call about a suicidal person in this U.S. post office behind me. When they arrived, police said that a man pointed a gun at them in an aggressive manner. That's when they shot and killed him. Now, there's still a lot we don't know about this shooting right now. Police said several officers were involved, but aren't sure exactly how many were here or how many shots were fired. They said the subject did not fire his gun. Since the post office is closed on Sundays, they're also not sure why he was here in the first place. A captain told me they do have protocols for suicidal subjects, but said a lot can change when police get to the scene.
Sometimes people are angry, upset, scared, frightened, a myriad of emotions. And
of course, the police captain is a black guy.
It's up to the officer to quickly try to ascertain what they're dealing with at that time, and then take the necessary steps to try to de-escalate.
Yo, every nook and cranny, yo. I just don't understand how we're the only channel that actually highlights that. That like every
We need some more black roles, man. Cut it out.
fucking where you go, the fucking police chief is black. Like, because policing is like the issue of the day in America. Policing, black people, the differences, how they do. It's a huge issue of the day. No one would ever fucking think that every fucking city you go to, the police chief, just fucking bonkers, man. That's why I say Republicans gonna lose, because they can't even fix their lips to say that. They're scared to say that. Tucker would never say, that all the police chiefs are black. He'd never say that.
He won't say that, but he'll bring somebody in the show to say that shit.
Who? Yeah, maybe a black guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. He'll bring like a black guy.
A black guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. He'll bring like a black guy to say some shit like that, because he ain't gonna say no shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to get Larry Elder to say it, but you got to pay him a lot of money, though.
Yeah. Give me a city, man. Give me a city, guys. Yeah.
Oh, Camden. Go to Camden. Oh no, Alaska. Try Alaska. We're not doing
I
bad
said
in
that.
Alaska.
I said that the other day. I want to see Alaska, see how that's going with the sun.
Oh, what about North Dakota? We're not messing up North Dakota, right?
You all over the map, man. My man named like 3 cities and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. We got to find somewhere where the white people are doing it, man. Come on, man.
Anchorage, Alaska. Let's see what's going on here in Anchorage, Alaska.
Where there's no boundaries to have and nowhere.
My new song is called Owe Me Money. It's releasing on May 1st.
Don't let them steal your mind away from you.
The basic idea is kind of about when someone owes you an apology, but maybe they don't know they owe you an apology. Instead of, after a while of dwelling over it, of hoping maybe you get some closure, just using that energy and focusing on yourself. Like, if they owe me something, let's just go spend that energy. You said if they owed you money, I won't need a penny.
Another beautiful peaceful white woman. Another white woman that ain't gonna fucking tear your store up if the fucking EBT card declines. Yeah, white people are fucking boring, man. That's the problem we have on this show, man.
Yeah, their crimes are boring as shit, man.
Yeah, they just their lives in general are boring.
Yeah, I was about to say that song's terrible. She should have kept that to herself.
I mean, I'm a songwriter, so I have a little affinity. I think for it's a genre thing. Like, that's not like top 40. Like, that's like kind of like white people music and shit.
Nah, definitely. I admit that's not my genre of music.
Yeah,
but I mean that goes to, I guess, the fact that you said, like, yeah, that shit's kind of boring too. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's let's see, black people. Are the black people up there, man? It's really like nothing. Oh yeah, we did this video. Okay, let's see this one. Lavin Demondre. Is that her name? Lavin Demondre? Lavin Demondre. Lavender Monroe. Lavender Monroe. Lavender Monroe. Okay.
Lavender.
Lavender Monroe. There you go. Lavender Monroe. Okay.
You just changed that A to an ER and you have an actual English word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings, aliens. Welcome back to my planet. We finally arrived at Seattle. And this is where I'm getting my... Yeah, so pretty much my connecting flight to Alaska will happen here. And then I will vlog when I make it somewhere. Jokes. Here we are. What's up, aliens, and welcome back to my planet. So we are settled in the hotel. We're about to hit the what was it called? Oh yeah, the hot springs. I don't know the exact proper name of it. Please hold. Yeah, so birthday trip, 24-hour turnaround.
She's a nice looking sister, man. Most Southern men would date a woman like this.
Yeah,
but
she's cute.
But on YouTube, they would be like, nah, man, niggas would 100 out of 100 niggas would date this chick.
Nah, man, dudes on YouTube would date this.
I would too, bro. I'm talking about they would say.
Yeah, like on some bullshit, like capping this shit.
Say they would.
Who's saying this?
Nah, some dudes would do that
Them
shit.
niggas
Like,
be saying.
Yeah, some dudes, but most dudes go sleep with this, man. This is the type of black woman most dudes want.
yeah, they'll
She
sleep
look
with
nice.
it, but they sleep with it, but they ain't gonna say it
I'm
online.
saying they not gonna say online that they would date a woman like this. That's what I'm saying. They will try to act like they 90% of niggas online act like they only fuck Kardashians.
Yeah, like only
bad. Oh, I know what you mean. I know.
I know you know what I mean.
The cool ice museum. So that's pretty much how I'm spending my birthday in 12-degree weather. You didn't have to. I actually turned the camera around because I had a feeling you were going to do that. I had a feeling you was going to bust out the seams like that, out the seams of the wall. I said
it's not on me though.
No, it's on me. Something in my.
I just want to see how she gonna when she gonna start talking about these fucking white people up here.
To a hot springs, and then that's right. We're going to a hot springs. It's about an hour out, but we're gonna go to Walmart and get some swim. Okay, let's go get it. Thank you.
What made you want to come here though?
I always wanted to see the
That's
northern.
racist. That's racist. White people,
watch
y'all
Roc
gotta be
Nation.
careful. Y'all gotta be careful, white people, asking black people questions like that. The black people are so sensitive now. I'm telling you. What it was in England? It was a firestorm a couple of months ago in England because a woman with the English, like in the Engworld family, asked the black woman where she was from. Like the black woman was dressed head to toe in African garb. The white lady asked her where she was from, and the black woman went on Twitter and bitched and moaned, and I think they fired the lady from the royal family or some shit like that because she asked the black woman where she was from.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go get it. Thank you.
What made you want to come here though?
I always wanted to see the northern lights, but I'm not gonna see it because I heard we're getting some snow tonight. But I'm in an igloo, about to get drinks, so I'm not complaining. It's still a good time.
There you go.
Baja. Oh God,
So these are y'all lucky. These are some peaceful blacks coming up to Alaska, man. They ain't causing no trouble, man.
Right beside Russia.
This video is sponsored by Noom.
And now that you're not down on your luck, you still choose to live here.
He's like everybody's uncle.
Representing Samoa, the Bloods and Crips are cooking burgers together on the grill.
I'm for real.
Where on the planet are you going to find that other than Mountain View, Anchorage, Alaska?
All right, Jasmine, I'm going in. There's a lot of crime.
Back there by the garden. It was vicious.
Basically, there's a blame it on Mountain View complex going on.
And has been for decades.
Alaska gave me the belief that I would love to do anything. Everybody started with nothing. New development and beautifying.
So this is downtown Mountain View.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of joke and call it downtown Mountain View, but yeah.
Okay.
So Mountain View is oftentimes given a bad rap.
Okay.
I mean, by data-wise and economics, it is one of the more lower-income neighborhoods in Alaska.
Okay.
You know, but on the flip side, we've also gotten some awards for being like the most diverse.
Okay.
An award, man.
The gold trophy.
Yeah, you heard
White
that?
man
She's
statistics.
crazy.
Yeah, she literally just said it all right there. Doesn't even know. I bet she doesn't realize what she just said. I guarantee you she doesn't
She
realize.
said it all with
I
one
joke and call it
shot.
downtown
Yeah, exactly.
Mountain View, but yeah.
Okay.
So Mountain View is oftentimes given a bad rap.
Okay.
I mean, by data-wise and economics, it is one of the more lower-income neighborhoods in Alaska.
Okay.
You know, but on the flip side, we've also gotten some awards for being like the most diverse.
Okay.
Our schools having some of the most languages spoken, and we have a really big density of like culture and community in a short time. So it just kind of makes for like a very like interesting mix because you have a lot of like highs and positive things with the neighborhood, and then of course you have challenges. You know, it's definitely a labor of love. Like a lot of questions every day about why do people stay here, or like why am I here?
Are you from here?
I've been here since my early 20s, but I wasn't from here originally. So I was actually raised in Eagle River,
Okay.
which is more of a upper income neighborhood. And it's
Okay.
a suburb outside of Anchorage. And I moved here in my early 20s. And I left for a little while, and then I came back when I was pregnant with twins.
Okay.
And at that time, I kind of found myself like homeless and kind of struggling a little bit.
Okay.
So
she regressed to the mean. She was raised in an upper scale area. She went back to here to this shithole to be around her people and to raise her kids in this shithole. And now she ended up fucking homeless.
What the hell, man?
She regressed to the mean. She found her level.
That's
and
some
white
sad
people
shit, bro.
and white people can't fix that. This guy probably thinks he can fix that. His brain right now is churning right now. How can I fix this?
But that's the saddest shit I ever heard you said. She regressed to her views. That's the saddest shit I ever heard you say, bro.
No, she just said it.
But
She just said it. She just said it. She went to go live around her people. She went to the most diverse place in the fucking state. Option. What is this? She had an option. This was not this was voluntarily. She voluntarily went there with her fucking twins, and fucking now she's fucking. Then she was fucking homeless. She found her level. You can't help these people, but I'm sure this Glad is thinking about how you can.
Mountain View was a neighborhood that just embraced me. Like I didn't have to have the perfect credit, the perfect story, the perfect anything. I just needed
Bruh, she doesn't. She says that on camera with like nothing behind it. Like, oh my fucking! Imagine this is your mom. Oh,
hit all gliders. Hit one if this was the one that finally, if you finally got it. Hit one if this was the one that finally was like put the light bulb over your head.
I don't think they got it yet. Still,
we need programs. We need some programs, man.
On some
We
real
need a
shit.
basketball court.
I ain't
mean,
Hit one if this is the one where you like you had it, you had it, but it's cemented. Now it's like you got it. Like you
teach your
got
kids how to bobsled, man. Teach them kids to bobsled.
because a lot of our nation people already had it, but some were on the fence, and the way her what she's saying right here is like literally, yeah, Christy Webster. This is the one that pushed you over the top, Christy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this one right here. It's just she's so honest. I salute to this sister for being so honest, though. You know what I'm saying? Like without her honesty, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't. Because she she says it better than anybody could say it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really say it better than she said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, yo, bro, I used to watch Tommy a lot, bro. And you're the one that pushed me over the edge, bro. I didn't even know this shit was this terrible, bro. I did not know it was this bad.
This is unfixable. You cannot fix this. Even Scott Adams, like he said, you can't fix this. If you try to fix this, you're gonna fucking waste your time. You're gonna waste a bunch of money, and you're gonna get wrapped up in their shit just by proximity. You can't fix, and I trust me, I understand why people want to fix it, because she seems like a nice woman. You know what I'm saying? You've been told it's your fault if you're this glider. You've been told it's your fault. I get why you want to fix it. I get it. I'm just telling you, you can't. You can't fix this.
I joke and call it downtown Mountain View, but yeah.
Okay.
So Mountain View is oftentimes given a bad rap.
Okay.
I mean, by data wise and economics, it is one of the more lower income neighborhoods in Alaska.
Okay.
But on the flip side, we've also gotten some awards for being like the most diverse.
Okay.
Our schools having some of the most languages spoken, and we have a really big density of like culture and community in a short time. So it just kind of makes for like a very like interesting mix, because you have a lot of like highs and positive things with the neighborhood, and then you have challenges. It's definitely a labor of love. Like a lot of questions every day about why do people stay here, or like why am I here?
Are you from here?
I've been here since my early 20s, but I wasn't from here originally. So I was actually raised in Eagle River, which is more of a upper income neighborhood. And it's a suburb outside of Anchorage. And I moved here in my early 20s. And I left for a little while, and then I came back when I was pregnant with twins. And at that time, I kind of found myself like homeless and kind of struggling a little bit. So Mountain View was a neighborhood that just embraced me. Like I didn't have to have the perfect credit, the perfect story, the perfect anything. I just needed a place to stay, and Mountain View neighborhood gave me a chance.
Jasmine has a super interesting business story, which we'll get into because you'll show us.
Yes, for sure.
But you were totally down on your luck. Mm-hmm. And now that you're not down on your luck, you still choose to live here.
I do. I know we have things that we're still working on, and we still have like some aspects of crime and some aspects of violence.
So now, if a son man kills her, like robbery, carjacking, some shit like that, like she's choosing this. You know what I'm saying? Like she's choosing to be in the eye of the storm in Alaska. Now we know this isn't fucking the Bronx or South Central LA, but this is the worst that they have up there. This is the worst she can do possibly. If there was a worse place, she would be there. But this is the worst place they have there, and this is where she decides to live with her kids. You can't fix that.
Oh man, I think one of the reasons white people want to help some of us black people, because we're entertaining as hell. So I think some of them kind of feel close to black people when they watch the entertainment and they think they can help. They can't do shit, bro.
Can't do nothing for this. You cannot fix this, man. You can't fix this. Even though she was raised in a good area, she wouldn't give that to her kids. She won't give that to her kids. This woman could live anywhere. She's choosing to give her kids the worst.
But we're doing way better, and I think I like the fact that like our community is like trying together,
Right.
So that makes me want to stay and like do my part and try to make the neighborhood better with them.
This video is sponsored by Noom. Staying in shape is hard, especially with how much lesson was the one about thought distortions like justifications. For example, if I have a salad now, I can have that burger.
And Dad.
So how long you been here?
2008.
Okay. And
so
wow.
He's doing a show for YouTube. And he's like, who do you know who's like somebody in Mountain View? I'm like, no, talk to Dave. Like, Dave is like,
You're the mayor, Dave?
he's like everybody's uncle and dad.
So how long you been here?
2008.
Okay. And so this is free for kids in Mountain View. Mothers don't have to pay for daycare.
Yeah,
right?
it's 6 to 18. They're the
6 to
ages.
18.
Yeah.
And so this pretty big facility. Yeah.
Yep.
Programs, free daycare. This is what you have to do for these people. When you have these people, you have to give them free stuff. You have to give them free stuff. Salute the weather. He says, gliders have to accept that suns are a failed experiment. Gliders, you won a long time ago. All the belts belong to you, LOL. Don't apologize for that.
Dave holds it down. You don't give yourself enough credit. I swear, when I say Dave holds it down, he doesn't give himself enough
Dave, why do you do it?
Why not? I feel like I'm built for it. The community embraced me. I embraced the community. And there was a need, and let's go.
Yeah, we love Dave.
This fucking glider's spending his one life. He's got one life, just like all of us. He's spending it in the worst part of Alaska, Gibbsing free stuff to Sun people.
His last life, please.
I don't feel sorry for him, man.
His only life. His only life.
Oh, shit.
On the gun memorial, Mountain View only has 5 homicides dating back to 2018, and the last one happened in 2020. One's a glider, 2 are natives, and 2 are sons.
In Alaska?
Yeah, in this Mountain View neighborhood.
And that's the gun memorial. Remember that stabbings and all other type of shit. So that's that show goes to show you that even the worst area in Alaska has 5 murders in 5 years. So like, this is the worst she could find.
Yeah, and the reasons it's the worst, it's right next to the Air Force Base. I noticed that while moving around and stuff. Any neighborhood next to any military base is a shithole. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Diversity. That brings in diversity when there wouldn't be other diversity.
What do you guys need here? Are you pretty much set up already?
We just more opportunity for our kids to succeed in life. That's the ongoing thing, right? That will never be satisfied.
So
more opportunity. So he's saying they need more stuff.
Got phenomenal kids. We got a great community.
Yeah. How many kids pass through here?
Summer's always kind of wanky.
Like hundreds or?
Yeah, during the school year, yes.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
So by having this is really a lifeline for a lot of kids.
I would think so. Before school, after school, we got a meal program. We're just trying to keep the kids engaged.
Oh yeah. Is it becoming more challenging?
You know, COVID definitely gave us a comfort level of home and gaming and, you know, whatever. But I'm slowly seeing the kids start getting back into kid behaviors and shape. And
so they sort of snapped out of it with video games.
Come outside.
Are you guys waiting for?
Come outside.
Are you guys waiting for snow in Alaska? You always have a sled out ready to go.
That basketball hoop is a bad sign.
You're from Anchorage.
Born and raised, 37 years.
Okay, so tell me about it. How's it been for you?
I mean, this is just home. It's never been a hood to me.
Who thinks they're gonna see a husband or a boyfriend or a baby daddy?
Smash.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're gonna. I want to see some men. I want to see some men, some fathers, man. Let's see.
Like our gangs, I feel like our family members. You know?
Okay.
Her gangs are
What?
Yo.
You
is this an older woman or is this a young lady?
She's 37, man. 37. You cannot fix this.
For snow in Alaska, you always have a sled out ready to go. You're from Anchorage.
Born and raised, 37 years.
Okay, so tell me about it. How's it been for you?
I mean, this is just home. It's never been a hood to me. Like our gangs, I feel like our family members. You know?
Okay.
Like, even if the person says, "Oh, I'm a Crip" or "I'm a Blood," like But you was just at Auntie Niecy's house for the barbecue last weekend. You know, like it's no.
The Bloods and Crips are cooking burgers together on the grill.
I mean, I'm for real. That's how I feel. I don't think it's a hood like people say it is. I mean, this is very family friendly.
Yeah.
We're right here.
So everyone's in and out of these stores. Everyone knows each other.
Oh yeah, especially their block. This right here is a huge family. Whenever any one of us is cooking or having anything, all the kids can come out.
Fair to say it's good for the kids to have a bunch of kids around so they can do this.
Yeah.
Play, ride the bikes.
Yeah.
No one's lonely out here.
Oh, and even if I ordered them. Those are cute.
Those are native,
yes,
yeah?
They are authentic moccasins.
From where?
I don't know where she's from. Let me see. You know, I love my moccasins. I know.
Salute to Strong and Grand. He says the glider's incessant need to be altruistic to sons is a waste of his time and a danger to his life. They won't learn anything. I've tried. Yeah, salute to Strong and Grand. Thank you for your efforts, man. But yeah, it was all for naught. But thank you though, man. Appreciate you, man. Because I grew up in programs and shit like that too. So salute to you, man. Justin S. says, my first experience with sons was in Job Corps. I had 3 son roommates. One was from a well-off family. When the other sons found out, he was embarrassed. Facts. Factoids, man. Factoids. That's how sons are, man. Listen, man. Shit, my mother made like $50,000 a year when I was growing up. And I was embarrassed to let people know. Because as y'all know, my mom was an author, right? So she's a teacher, professor. So she would, you know, $50,000 was a lot in the 80s, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But we still lived in an apartment and we still didn't have a car. But I was ashamed, man, because it's like, just like that woman, we find our level, man. No one's doing this to us, man. And I think that's the biggest way I could say it. No one's doing this to us. The condition of our communities, the condition of our personal lives is all because of DNA, and we're fine too. That's the thing that glider earlier, he probably doesn't understand. That glider, this Duwell glider right here, he doesn't understand. Yo, we're fucking fine. I know you feel sorry for us looking at us in our fucking miserable, pitiful state. We're fucking fine there, man. It looks bad, but we're fucking fine, yo. Trust me.
Fair to say it's good for the kids to have a bunch of kids around so they can do this.
Yeah.
Play, ride the bikes.
Yeah.
No one's lonely out here.
And even if I ordered them. Those are cute.
Those are native,
yes,
yeah?
They are authentic moccasins.
From where?
I don't know where she's from. Let me see. You know, I love my moccasins. I know. So this is beaver.
Oh, wow.
Beaver fur across the top.
Do you have native friends here?
Oh yeah.
You do?
I have Alaskan native friends.
You see that? Okay, so she got a son man in the home.
Oh, a real nigga right there, bro.
Beaver fur across the top.
Do you have native friends here?
Oh yeah.
Son man, son. Okay.
You do? Okay.
Walked out, didn't even say hi.
Because we have Tasha.
Hell no.
And then
He a blood. He's a blood.
like and I'm a teacher too.
Is this your husband?
Yeah, that's
She's a teacher too. Her husband didn't. Yeah, like Glider, the husband would say, "Hey, hi, man, that's talking to my wife with a camera. I'm so and so, the man of this house." Firm handshake. Sons, we just different.
Oh yeah, he walked right by. He walked right by. That's some son man shit right there. Like,
We just different, man.
That first thing he did was scan the whole place, and then he came out. Jesus.
We just different, man. We were different, yo.
Sorry, Rod, I won't be on camera. Because we have Tasha, and then like, and I'm a teacher too.
Is this your husband?
Yeah, that's my. You don't want to be on camera.
Fiance? Come on, he's got some great things to say. I can tell.
Well, he's from South Carolina. So
Oh.
Is this a hood?
No, it's suburban.
Okay, how is it versus South Carolina living here?
I don't know. This is still kind of nicer.
I got real ops out here, huh?
Yeah, man. You got people repping blocks. They come out sometimes.
Don't get me wrong. Like we'll have random people thinking that they're cowboys and Indians and stuff like that. But I love it here. Like I want a house out here.
Are they pretty expensive right now?
I don't know. Are they?
So short answer is yes, but for Mountain View, we're undervalued, so it's cheaper.
How you doing?
She's one of our moms too.
It's a block mom.
Yeah. Like when I'm
looking like.
Somebody said this ain't no hood. This ain't no hood, but this was the worst place they could find in Alaska. So you got to understand, this might not be a hood, but this is the most squalor, the most diversity, the most crime, the most low income, the most,
Man, this shit, that's the hood, man. They got the sun. That's the hood, man.
This is what they could find. This will be a hood in 10 years as more of them come up there.
Guaranteed.
So when I'm not here, she cooks. She'll wash my clothes if I ask her to. Like that's. But we've been here for about 5 years.
Do you cook?
I'm a cooker.
Do you cook well?
Yeah.
What are you cooking?
Shared some. She will talk about that. She's Samoan.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
doing all of the chicken, the ribs.
Hi. Jack is our neighborhood like safety, Mountain View patrol, walking with all his dogs.
That's that white guy again. That white guy's the neighbor. He does it. Jesus Christ. He's the neighborhood patrol. God damn it. That glider's overworked. They working that glider like a rented mule.
And this is Odysse life, man. He crazy as hell.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
She's doing all of the chicken, the ribs.
Hi. Jack is our neighborhood like safety, Mountain View patrol, walking with all his dogs. So me and him put the Mountain View Community Council together. Jack lives over here. Jack walks.
Man, we need fisherman or Mayo Monkey or somebody up here, man. We need a real fucking glider man to come up here, man. Where's Hot Black, man? Where's any of you glider men, man? The Op Nation All Star glider men, man. Jack, man.
The Samoan's got a son, man, husband too.
Yeah, come read Jack the Riot. Oh yeah, there's another son. God damn. There's a bad built woman right there, but she's got a son in their house too. Yeah. Oh my God, man, this is a shit. And
Bridge back right there.
And I bet you Jack is the only like real like manly man around here too. Like the responsible. Like he's probably got a good credit. He's probably doesn't have a criminal record. He probably does the right thing.
I'm cutting you off, but his tax might pay for that whole neighborhood and shit.
You say his what? His tax dollars? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, he's running the community center. He's walking around being fucking neighborhood watch. And they're just fucking sitting around having cookouts all day. Yo, man, this is a microcosm of America. This is literally America. Like, yeah, this is good. I'm glad we came here because seeing it, sometimes you gotta see it in like a controlled setting, like the Truman Show or some shit like that. Because these cities, St. Louis, Chicago, they're so dense, it's so much action, you can't really see it. You gotta strip away the layers. This is seeing the sun glider dynamic. You can appreciate this is like in a petri dish. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It's crazy, man. Jesus Christ. We was Eskimos and shit. They'll be saying that. If enough of them get up there, they will definitely be saying that real shit. Look at her fucking shirt. Black owned business.
Yeah.
In Alaska, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we was Indians, bro. You ain't heard about that one?
Oh, everything. We was the fucking Jews, man.
What are you cooking?
She will talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Showing all of the chicken, the ribs.
Hi. Jack is our neighborhood like safety Mountain View patrol walking with all his dogs. So me and him put the Mountain View Community Council together. Jack lives over here. Jack walks in all weather, 7 days a week.
In all weather.
All weather.
And most of the time he's in costume.
Yes.
So he's
Saturday, that got us through COVID.
Yeah.
Jack's walk.
How you doing, Peter?
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Jackson.
to meet you.
Oh, this is another white guy. Oh shit, this is a different white guy.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about the first guy. Oh, like,
Oh shit. So one white guy's running the program with the free daycare and free food and free meals and free fucking everything. And this was the fucking community.
It's a brand new update.
Oh my God, this is painful, man. Holy, it's illuminating though. It's illuminating.
Bro, what the hell is going on, bro?
I swore it was the same one because they both had on blue. So this is a different one. This is not this one. This one right here. Yeah, this is a different one. Okay, so you got gliders just every.
But the Girls Club shit now.
Salute the glider. I ain't even gonna lie, but watch how the glider enters the situation. Watch this.
How you doing, Peter?
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Jackson.
to meet you.
Firm handshake. Hello, speaks to the guy. The son is just walking out like 8 minutes,
Yeah.
just creeping around on.
One son walked away, the other son's on the wall, like, so you say, shit, nigga.
A lot of
God
high.
damn, bro.
I told you, man, we're different.
Whatever.
What I'm realizing in my short time here, there's a lot of important characters in society.
Oh, yeah.
From Dave over at the Boys and It was Dave,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Boys and
Yeah.
Girls, to Jasmine and Jack.
I mean, that's what makes Mountain View so great. Is it really is a neighborhood.
Right.
This is Buddy, and Buddy is one of my 3 dogs, and he is brain damaged.
Okay.
When he got out, there were 5 families who had members out looking for him, along with me, and at least another dozen who were watching out their window or their doors. It's a neighborhood.
Okay.
And
You're not going to get that in other parts of Anchorage, or you don't feel that?
No, I don't. I've lived in lots of different parts of Anchorage, and other people might say, "Oh, we'll keep an eye out," but that would be it. But there were people pounding the streets watching for him. When I was looking to buy 11 years ago, Mountain View was one of my top 2 choices.
Okay.
And it was because of the fact that it really is a neighborhood.
And people embraced you here. They took you in. You were the newbie. Didn't matter. You were cool to them. They were cool to you.
Yep. And the fact that it's such an incredibly diverse neighborhood. I'm a social studies teacher.
Okay.
So the diversity definitely excited me. One of the stories I like to tell is that about 4 years ago, I was walking three blocks over to a friend's house for a neighborhood party. One house that I walked by was a Black family listening to country western.
Okay.
And then a block later, there was I believe there's a Somali family who was listening to mariachi. Where on the planet are you going to find that other than Mountain View, Anchorage, Alaska?
This is crazy as shit. Until I break into his house or like steal his dog or some crazy shit, he's gonna be pissed the fuck off. Watch.
He doesn't realize that the more of them that come, the more welcoming it is. The more of them that come, they are going to fucking ruin it. Because they're not ruining it. They're making it their own. He's gonna look at it like, like, oh my God, shit's really going downhill. No, shit ain't going downhill.
We're just at home.
It's like they're clueless, man. Gliders are clueless about sun nature. He's talking about Somalis and Black families as if that's good. That's not good for you, Jack.
Bro, we're doing this shit in France. We're doing this shit in France everywhere. Everywhere we go, it's the same shit. Everywhere, bro.
Yep. Doug Chunk says, we used to be heavy conservatives up here, but lefty gliders have quietly taken over and most certainly ruined Anchorage for many years to come. Oh, Doug Chunks is from Anchorage. Shout out to Doug Chunks, man. Come up, Doug Chunks, man. Hit the link, man. I think the link is in the description box. I think I put it in there. Yeah, link's in the description box. Yeah, man. So anybody from Anchorage, come up, man.
So, Jack, you were saying in the nice neighborhood, what happened?
So he has a
You don't know any of your neighbors.
he has a big YouTube channel.
You're in your house, and the person next door is in their house, and the person across the street's in their house, and you don't socialize. You don't work together on anything. Our community council is really strong. We've made some amazing improvements to the neighborhood through the community council and the other community councils. Yeah, there are some other ones that work really hard, but there are also some that it's just a social event. Oh, we're going and we're meeting with the community council, and that's what we're doing.
In a complex like this, like you can't stay to yourself. That was my fiance you met earlier, but when I moved here 4 years ago, I didn't have a fiance. I was just a single parent with 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so
she preparing them. She preparing them and letting them know that what's going down. Like it's coming.
Oh shit.
Shit, 5 kids. That's wow. No father. Moved in and found me a black man. That's just crazy.
Oh, and that's why I tell you about those manosphere dudes. They full of shit. Because this is what sons do. Niggas move in with a chick with 5 kids all the time. She got the benefits. She got the fucking
crib.
She got the crib for free. Yeah, the car. She get a bunch of free stuff for having all those kids. And the son man comes in and mooches off of her. What's up, Doug Chunks? Man, what's going on, man? The floor's yours, man.
So part of the incentive is that permanent fund dividend check that the state gives out every year to anybody that's a resident for 1 year or more. So 5 kids, multiply that by $2,000 a kid, plus her as the parent. That's $12,000 free dollars on top of all the other freebies in the state.
So she gets $12,000 a year just for living there?
On a good year, yeah. Now sometimes that dividend check is around 1,000. It's been as high as 3,000. So
did she get anything to move there in the first place, or did she?
Like, oh no.
Okay.
The state just draws people up just with that incentive alone. In fact, you showed another video a few weeks ago with some young up-and-coming rappers, as a lot of them are, and they said the same thing. Oh, it's that free money.
Yeah, and it's very low cost of living up there, right?
It's comparable, I would say, to median places in California.
So yeah, so she's getting $12,000 a year. She's feeding the kids cookies and grape drink and Hot Pockets. So she's pocketing a lot of that $12,000 for herself. Yeah, her son man gets a PlayStation and fucking gear, nice drip and shit, and Jordan tennis shoes. Oh, they're happy. They're living it up, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're living it up here, man. Wow.
So I've always, looked towards my neighbors. My landlord, he doesn't live over here, but he's got like, I want to say maybe 3 properties on North Mountain View and about 2 properties in South Mountain View. Oddly, he's very conservative, very white, but he.
Jesus Christ!
I would have kicked the ass out the next day. If I would have seen this shit, she's out the next day.
They hate you.
The whole area is like that, though.
Of course, the conservative is the one who owns some shit. You know what I'm saying? The conservative is the one who owns the shit. And Boone Chica's here living off of the fucking conservative guy. So here's the thing. The fucking let's look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at the rundown. Look at the rundown of this place. You got Dave. He started the program where the kids can come and eat and fucking play and learn and free daycare, free food for all the little fucking sons. Then you got fucking goddamn, where's he at? Yeah, Jack. Yeah, Jack is fucking night watchman and shit. They would watch, making sure everybody's fucking safe.
They walking dogs.
Walking
They take
dogs.
over vets and shit.
And then you got fucking the landlord who's really conservative and really white.
Well, that was my fiance you met earlier, but when I moved here 4 years ago, I didn't have a fiance. I was just a single parent with 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always, looked towards my neighbors. My landlord, he doesn't live over here, but he's got like, I want to say maybe 3 properties on North Mountain View and about 2 properties in South Mountain View. Oddly, he's very conservative, very white.
Oddly?
But it's like, he really doesn't see color. And so we don't really have.
So
Like,
why he bring all that shit up
it's
then?
Fortunate.
What
Yeah,
the
she
fuck?
brought up color. You brought up color. You
Crazy.
fucking,
Like, yo, black people,
wouldn't-
we're fucking nuts, man.
I don't even think it's nuts. It's just programming, just years upon years around being
Nah, it's
around each other.
Nah, it's DNA, man.
DNA,
Ain't no program.
man.
DNA.
Nah, man. Bro, I'm telling you, when I was younger, bro, you see how that dude came outside and didn't tell the dude hello?
Yeah.
When you're black, bro, if you're a black dude, bro, and you come off as a little too nice, you already know, bro. You already know.
I know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but
That's
man,
like
that's discipline
that's
and management.
software. That's software. You're talking about software. We're talking
Yeah.
about hardware. Yeah, the hardware is just already there, man. That's software. That's just like yeah, man. Listen, man. This is very illuminating. This is extreme. This is like literally the difference between like studying like animals in the wild is the studying them in like a national park or something or a nature reserve. You get to see, you get a, what I'm saying, you get to actually study them better here because these women are more thoughtful, they're more honest than Boonshikas in fucking Harlem or fucking Southeast DC would be. You know what I'm saying? These Boonshikas are a little bit, they have a little bit more ability because they've grown up around Gladys to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? In a thoughtful manner, and you can get more of the real out of them. You know what I'm saying?
It's like he really doesn't see color, and so we don't really have like it's fortunate that I have this man. Like I'm not moving until I can get me a house. I would love to get a house in Mountain View, but we also like my mom's got my 4-wheelers and we go fishing and I'm a gun holder with precautions. I'm from Alaska, so it's
Yeah, you have to have 4-wheeler and gun and moccasins.
yeah. I mean, I'm Alaskan. Like, I'm connected to a lady that's like moms against guns, and she's like, she needs more Alaskan moms so then we can kind of feed our agenda because it's different when you have like stateside no guns versus we're in Alaska. I'm not just gonna walk out and just shoot a
And her
black
fiance
bear,
has a
but,
gun. I mean,
if I'm camping, I definitely have my.
Her fiance definitely has a gun.
You see how like backed up they are. She said she's 37, and her mom's is like they've been living in their whole life, and they don't have a gun, a 4-wheel, none of that shit. They still like digress. They're not even nowhere.
She says she has that though. She says she has 4-wheelers and guns. Her
No,
mom has it. Her mom's has it.
She said her mom's against it.
No, she said she's connected to a woman who's against it. Like one of her, I guess a friend of hers is against. That's against it. Yeah.
So you said stateside is different than up here. So you guys feel like a big disconnect between the lower 48?
The lesser 48.
Okay. The inferiors.
Yep.
Yeah, that's down there. I mean,
Yeah. The plebes.
This is a different world.
It
Being in
is, I
Alaska
gotta say.
is a completely different world. Whether it's politics, the way our children are being raised, the way we were raised, like it's not the same. I mean,
You think they're raised better up here?
I think they're definitely raised more.
Says the single mother of 5 kids
Right.
who got some goddamn son man living with her who ain't the father or none of them.
By a community.
Yeah.
They're more free range children up here?
I would say, yeah. Like when my kids go down south and like see like my family and stuff down there, I feel like it's more fear. You know what I mean? Whereas kids up here, it's still like try it, go outside, see what happens. If you mess up, let me know.
It's like our child. How old are you, Jack?
61.
Oh, you're a boomer.
Our childhood is not
You're
close.
a boomer. Okay, but Gen X, my generation, that's how it was. It was like exactly like this.
I was born and raised to American Samoa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we just came up here to make a little bit extra money.
So you're the second Samoan I've met today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've only been here an hour.
Hi. How's it going?
Representing Samoa.
Maybe that's just how Samoan women are built.
They are big.
No, they are.
So,
They're like that. They're
I
big
would
bodies.
think Samoans living in a warm climate on an island would have a hard time coming in.
Different experience because over here, different season, different weather.
But you adjusted, no problem?
No problem at all. It will keep us white though. No.
Yeah, you're whiter than me, man.
Yeah, a lot of the Samoan
This is one
guys
of
are
your
big
go-to
too.
restaurants?
Yeah, football players. There are a lot of football. They're overrepresented. Actually, they're overrepresented more than blacks in football because I think it's 80 Samoan players in the fucking and they make up like 2% of the population, and they got like 80 players in the NFL. They're like way overrepresented, man. Yeah, so yeah, let's give me another city, man. We'll do one more city, man. That was good, man. Shout out to Alaska.
What
man.
about Detroit?
Blacks in Alaska, man.
I
Detroit.
got a place in Florida if you want.
I'm gonna let the chat do it, man. I'm gonna let the chat tell me, man, because Detroit is like Detroit any day, man. Oh, we did Pittsburgh. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, I told the guy we was gonna do Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Damn, bro, it's already been 3 hours. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
That's why I just got on here.
Yeah, man. Pittsburgh. Whew.
How long does it take you to get all of the stories before you get up on here?
Well, certain stories, a lot of times I freestyle a lot of stuff, but certain stories that I really want to do, I just do out the course of the day, man. I just when I'm just surfing the net, I just save them and shit. But most of the show is the viewers and everything control the show.
Yeah, bro, your dedication to this is crazy.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
State police arrested a man who led troopers on a pursuit through the city of Washington. Police say this all started this afternoon after they got a call to the Red Roof Inn on Chestnut Street. The owner there told police a 20-year-old man reportedly left the hotel without paying. When police
Give me ID on that guy, man. Left the hotel without
Burrito.
I'm going to the usual.
Left the hotel without paying, man. I think that's Sunny,
Let's hear a little
man.
bit. Let's hear a little bit more. Like, was it violence? Like, I mean, if it's some
Nah,
violence.
man.
Yeah, hold on. Hello?
Bro, this dude named William Mickey said left the hotel without paying Juice Crew.
police tried talking to the man, he apparently took off, sending police on a chase down
The police tried to talk to him. He took off.
the hotel without paying. When police tried talking to the man, he apparently took off, sending police on a chase down the interstate and through several neighborhoods before he surrendered. This picture was sent to us by Kristen Neal, showing the end of that pursuit. Police say the driver from Cannonsburg is facing charges, including DUI and resisting arrest.
It could be a glider too. That sounds like
Yeah,
glider
it could be a glider too. You never know. Could be a glider. Oh man.
A homicide investigation is underway in Homestead after a teenager was shot and killed Friday night.
This is like a 90% black neighborhood in Pittsburgh.
Son right away. I
Megan,
said
thank
son
you
right
for
away.
joining us. I'm Erica
Yeah,
Stanish.
anytime a 16-year-old gets killed in the street, it's a black kid.
Police say 16-year-old Dominic Sanner was found shot between two homes on East 17th Street. KDKA's Lauren Linder has the latest detail.
Yeah, man. Let me cut this short, man. My daughter woke up, man. My wife's calling me. I'm gonna get back at y'all tomorrow. Peace out, man.
Take
Night
care,
out.
boss.
Peace, man.